Welcome back to my channel, baby dolls. As always, you know I'm super duper excited you guys decided to watch one of my videos, and as you can see from the title down below, we are going to be talking about LOCS once again. So wish I would have known these things before I started my LOC journey. As you know, I will drop some of my videos featuring my LOCs, my transformation, how I maintain them down below in the description box. Make sure you check them out if you have any questions. But I really wish I knew that there were stages of LOCs. Like, obviously there's stages to everything, the animals and insects and life and this and that, but I never equated that to this sort of journey because, well, obviously this was my first time. I'm 15 months locked. I'm super excited. I am not changing it for the world. I've learned, I've grown, and I've been able to now come to you with a little bit of knowledge and hopefully help some people who are starting off or have questions that maybe they just couldn't get answered. Well, now I am here to help you. Okay. Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, and subscribing. Well, you know what? Don't subscribe. Wait till the end of the video. See if you like me, then subscribe. Of course, any view and support is appreciated. Let's get into some facts. Okay. So I do have my little notes here so that way I don't go off a tangent, because if y'all know me in person or even in my older videos, bitch, I talk a lot. So I'm trying to arrange that in for you. Okay. The first stage are baby LOCs, or better known as starter LOCs. You can start your LOCs off with coils, you know, little coil method, 2-strand twist, which is what I started off with, or the braiding method, just a regular 3-strand plait. Either way, this is what you would consider to be your baby LOC or starter LOC phase. It doesn't matter how long your hair is. Being short is normally what, you know, you have short LOCs. It's like, well, you have baby LOCs, whatever. But in all reality, when I started mine, it was right here, and I had starter LOCs. They were baby LOCs. There was no budding, which is the next stage. And you know, so they were just starter LOCs, and they can last anywhere from 3 to 9 months depending on the texture of your hair. I say 9 months because it took me 9 months. Most other people who have a little bit of a thicker texture hair, because my hair is 3B3C, it took them only 3 to 6 months. So it really does depend on your hair type, your texture, bloodline, all this other stuff, you know what I mean? So everyone's journey is different. That's also just high key a tip. Don't compare your stages to other people's stages. Just worry about you and let it flow. You're gonna get to stage number 5, I promise. Okay, so let's see. Stage 2, as I mentioned just before, is called budding. I actually still have some buds on my hair. Budding is when you have your starter LOC and you start to see like these lumps forming here. This is a bud. That's a, you know, this is a bud. Let's see. I still have a lot of them on here. This is a bud. You know, budding is basically when you have your LOC and your hair starts to mat. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's after you're shampooing and conditioning or whatever, and you're not doing anything to it, it's sitting on top of itself, and it's also wrapping around itself. So you're getting these little fuzzy fat pieces in your starter LOCs or whatever. This is the formation. You're forming, you're budding. It's like a flower, you know what I mean? You're just starting. So and these are going to stay with you for a little while until you actually like reshape out your dreads. But for the most part, budding is the first step. You're on your way, right? That's anywhere from like 9 months to a year, I would say. Or again, for me, it was a year, because then I ended up dyeing my hair. And again, watch the transformation video. But anywhere from 6 months to a year, or 9 months to a year, depending on the type of hair that you have. Okay. Now we're gonna be where I am. We're gonna be in the teen stage. That's stage number 3. And I mean, it's literally just what the name is, a teen. Unruly, annoying, disrespectful, doesn't want to listen. You tell it to stay here, it goes over there. You can't get it to lay down when you want it to. It stands up. It's literally what it is in its name. Right now, you're in your adolescent time of your LOCs. You're not a baby anymore. You're not a child anymore. You are now a teenager. You're close to being in your shooting sort of mature area, but not quite yet. And you're basically looking like me. Hold on, you guys. I'm sorry. You're basically looking like me. Like I have some length. but right now it's really hard to style outside of maybe just leaving it like this, or maybe a half up half down. This is where head scarves and head ties and protective styles will definitely come into play to kind of hold you down, because it's just kind of just in a weird awkward stage. And it's probably one of the hardest stages. You would think that the starter locks or whatever would be the hardest stage, because you just want them to lock already. But then, like, once you kind of hear, I can't do anything with this. Like, sometimes I put in a 2-strand twist and it's just sticking out. It's just not long. It's just not long enough. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a frustrating time in the lock journey, at least in my opinion. But stick through it, because then the next stage is boom, 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 boom. Matureness and shooting. I cannot wait to get to my shooting phase. After like your first year or two, I want to say like year or two of being a teen, that's your adolescence phase, kind of just growing out, giving you know, the thickness and everything like that, hitting that growth spurt, you're gonna get to be a mature young adult. And also aka called shooting, and that's when you're gonna basically see the length of your hair shoot down. You're not worrying about forming anymore. You're past the budding stage, you're past everything else. Your locks are what they're going to be when they reach to the final stage of what, you know, lockdom or lock journey might be. So you're seeing the vision that you had when you were baby locks. Like, you're like, wow, my hair is, I'm bunning it up, I'm doing my pin curls, I'm doing my petals. Like, your styling is literally gonna be so easy. It's just gonna be like, your length is just, you're just gonna pop, 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 pop. Like, literally it's called shooting, because your dreads literally just shoot down. Like, all the health and all the everything that you're doing to maintain it and all the health, like, love you're giving it is going to start to show during that stage. I promise you. I'm so excited to get there. Oh my god. Okay, and then of course stage number 5, which is what's it called? It's called being rooted. Your locks are your locks. They are shaped, they are formed. In fact, they're getting heavier and longer. They're getting more slender, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to start doing some work on them. You're old, but they're rooted and they're not going anywhere. Your foundation is there, your parting is there. Like, your hair has naturally at this point known to grow into this sort of formation. And I think that's just not where the journey ends for anybody, but like, that's where like the basic journey ends. And I think that's where we're all trying to get, and I'm so excited to get there. And I just want everybody to know that your journey is different. Each of these steps are going to represent themselves differently to you than to somebody else, and so don't compare. Just take the ride, love it, enjoy it, and gang y'all, Lock Nation, we in this. Make sure you guys drop down below what year you are, what are you doing to make your hair, what stage are you in, etc, etc. I would love to hear it. And until next time, baby dolls, bye.